Hello students, this is the time for computer class and I am your computer teacher. So today we are going to discuss the lesson Python. Till now in the last few videos I have discussed about Python, what is Python, why it is very popular, who developed the Python, where it was developed, what are the features of Python. I also explained about how to work with Python, like how to open the Python window, how to create a new file, how to create a simple program in Python, how to save your file, and how to run the Python program. I also took some of the topics like interpreter, debugging, comments, what is program, and so on. So today I am going to discuss about the topic variable. In every programming language, the variable has its own importance. Each variable is considered to be a very important part of programming language. So what is variable? We can say a variable, it is the name given to a memory location where some values can be stored. Variable is the name given to a memory location. It is the name given to a memory location where some values can be stored. Now what type of values can be stored? The values that can be stored over here is integer, float, and string. Now what is integer? All of you must know the integer. All negative and positive value including the 0 is known as integer. All negative like -5, -2, these are the negative values. 0, 5 and 2, these are the positive values. So all negative and positive value including the 0 is known as integer. Now float. What is float? All the decimal type values are known as float. For example, 5.2, this is a decimal type value. 7.3, this is a decimal type value. -8.4, this is a decimal type value. So these are float. Now what is string? The group of character is known as string. It means that when we store more than one character, it is known as string. Here the example of Ravi is given over here. We can also write the another example, like suppose India. So it is also a string type value where we have used more than one character. We can use the more than one character in double quotes or in single quotes. Like suppose in single quotes I have written hello. So this would also be considered as a string. So what is the difference of using the double quotes and single quotes? We will be discussing it later on. But for now, just remember that when we use more than one character in double quotes or in single quotes, it is known as string. So now we come to the syntax of variable. Means how to write the variable value. Suppose you are writing a variable name, then how would you write the variable? So for this, the syntax of writing the variable is, first of all, write the variable name, then use equal to sign, and then the value that you want to store in that variable. So the variable name should not be the keyword, remember here. The variable name should not be the keyword. Now what is keyword? The important term. What is keyword? I have used the word keyword over here. So what is keyword? Every programming language has certain word as keyword and their functions are already defined. Such words are known as keywords. So in every programming language we will find nearly 20, 30, 40, 50 keywords. These words are special words as some specific functions are assigned to them. So whenever we declare a variable name, it should not be a keyword. Use equal to sign. Now what is this equal sign is known as? What is its job? This will be explained later on. And then the value that you want to store in the variable name. Example, suppose I have written a equal to 5. Now a is the name of the variable and 5 is the value that will be stored in a. 5 will be the value that will be stored in a. Now suppose this is the memory location where the value 5 is stored and the name of this memory location is a. Now let us take another example. Suppose num is equal to 8. Num is the name of the variable and 8 is the value that is assigned to num. Now this is the memory location. 8 is the value that is put in this memory location and the name of the memory location is num. So variable can store any type of value. Let us take another example, like suppose I have written fees. Fees is equal to 2000.50. So here fees is the name of the variable and 2000.50 is the value of the fees. So now in the memory location, here we will have a memory location where the value 2000.50 will be stored and the name of this memory location will be fees. So in similar way we can store different types of values in a particular variable. Now suppose we have a variable name b is equal to a plus a. The value of a is 5. I have just explained earlier. So how will it work? B is equal to a plus a. So how will this continue to work? How will the value be stored over here? Let us see. So here first of all the value of a is 5. So 5 plus 5. First the calculation work will be done and then the final result will be put in B. So first of all the calculation work will be done. The calculation work is the value of a is 5 plus sign, again the value of a is 5. So 5 plus 5, 10. Now 10 will be assigned to the B. We will have a memory location over here and the value 10 is assigned over here and the name of the memory location is B. This is how the values are stored in variables. Now before moving to some other topic, let me explain you about this equal sign. What is this equal sign known as? This is known as, since it is a symbol, this is a symbol, so it is an operator. So it is an operator. What is operator? Operator means symbol. We can say operator means symbol. So what is this symbol known as, or what type of operator this is? It is an assignment operator. This single equal is known as assignment operator. Operator means simply symbol and the single equal is known as assignment operator. Now what is the job of assignment operator? The job of the assignment operator is to put the value of right hand side to the left hand side. What will it do? It will simply put the value of right hand side to the left hand side. Like suppose I have written for example D is equal to 9. Now this is an assignment operator and what will it do? It will generally put the value of 9 right hand to the left hand side. This is the use of assignment operator. Now if we have like this, suppose C is equal to D plus D. Now how will it put the value? Here the assignment operator first goes to the right hand side. Whenever we have assignment operator, it will move to the right hand side. In right hand side, it will first look for calculation. If there is any calculation, it will perform that calculation, and then only the final result will be put in the variable. Like here we have D. The value of D is 9. So 9 plus again D, 9. 9 plus 9, the total answer is 18. Now the 18 will be put in the variable C. Here we have written D is equal to 9. As soon as the interpreter gets the assignment operator, it first moves to the right hand side and looks if there is any calculation. Since there is no calculation over here, no calculation work has to be done, it will simply put the value of right hand side to the left hand side. Here, as soon as the interpreter gets the assignment operator, it moves to the right hand side. It looks for calculation if there is a calculation. Yes, there is a calculation over here. It will calculate the value, and finally the final value will be put to the left hand side. This is how the assignment operator works. Now let's move to the next topic. The next topic that I am going to discuss over here is data type. So now the variable stores the value. The value can be of different types. I have explained here. So the data stored in memory can be of many types. Like for example, I have just stated earlier, it can be of integer, it can be of float, and it can be of string. So the data stored in memory can be of many types. Like for example, the name of a student is a string value, whereas the marks that is stored by a student can be numerical value. The total marks that he scored can be a numerical value. So different type of values are stored in a variable. Different types of values are used in programming languages. So many of the times we have to assign the type of value that a variable can store. In Python, though it is not necessary to mention the data type, but in other programming languages it is necessary to mention the type that a variable can store. In other programming languages like in C or in Java, we have to first of all mention the data types and then the name of the variable and then the value assigned to it. But in Python, we don't have to mention any data types. The interpreter automatically identifies the type of value that is stored in a variable. So we will be discussing the data types in the next videos. So in this video, I explained about the variables, how the values are stored in variables. Thank you.